Hey everybody, welcome to another episode of Slumdog Gaming. This is Joe. I'm doing another movie review. This time I'm doing Pet Sematary. As of this time I'm reading this book and I do have to say it's better than the movie, but not in a good way. It's definitely more disturbing, more dark. There's no letting go with the horrors of death involved in the book. Anyways, back to the movie. Pet Sematary was released April 21st, 1989, and no doubt that this book-based film has been about sick. It's been about as sick as the book. A family moves in a small town in Maine, of course, next to a busy, violent street that has trucks driving by every day going way too fast. The family is a husband, wife, daughter, and a 3-year-old son and a cat. The husband is a new doctor in the small town of Maine. The neighbor comes over and introduces himself, and the family asks him about a path leading towards the woods behind the new home. He brings them to where the path ends. It's a pet cemetery. The neighbor explains that the pet cemetery is built because of the road. Dogs, cats gotten hit, and other animals have been buried there in general. The husband gets a patient the first day of work and with a huge crack in his head. Though that he is dead, he grabs the doctor and they're alone. He speaks to him, telling him that the ground is sour. The soil of a man's heart is stonier. In a deathly voice. The ghost of the dead man is Victor Pascal, visits him that night and tells the husband Louis Creed that they have places that they need to go to. I always found this part of the movie to be very creepy and intense. He takes him to the cemetery and then tells him not to go beyond the cemetery. The ground is sour. The wife and the daughter and the son take a trip to see the grandparents. While they're gone, the cat ends up being hit by a truck. The neighbor brings Louis to the Indian burial ground beyond the cemetery to bury the cat. Louis asks why the neighbor Judd took him to the cemetery, and he says he has his reasons, and he will not explain to him why. Not just yet, anyway. Louis and Judd return home, and the cat returns the next day with a foul smell and just acts vicious towards Louis. It looked normal and acted the complete opposite of what the cat used to be. The wife and the kids come back, but not too much longer, the son Gage ends up getting hit by a truck. Yeah, you guessed it. Louis brings Gage up to the burial ground and buries him there. The husband by that time is completely insane, but who wouldn't be insane? I mean, a father loses his son, his only son, by that fact, and just ends up burying him in the Indian burial ground because of the fact that the dead can be brought back to life. The neighbor warned him never to bury a person up there because people have done it in the past, and those who have come back may look like that person, but they are definitely not. I can't say they look like a zombie because they're not. It's hard to explain, which is probably why it's better to read the book. Gage comes back and kills the neighbor and also kills the mother, Rachel Creed. Louis goes completely nuts and insane and completely poisons the cat and kills it, then kills Gage. Again, yes, once again, his son is killed by his own father, even though Gage is a completely undead zombie, I guess you could say, but it's technically not a zombie. Then brings his wife back. The wife comes back and kills Louis, and nothing more happens after that. Nothing else is told after that. The book, of course, explains a lot more about this hell, and I've already enjoyed reading it so far. My favorite character in the movie has to be the ghost Victor. He was a good ghost for the most part, and I enjoyed what they had with the ghost to deal with in the movie. Stephen King, of course, plays a very small role in the movie, but I'm not going to talk very much about the acting for that matter because the story is more important than the acting because most of it's not exactly perfect, but it's not terrible either. For what they had to offer, I found it to be pretty spot on, being in comparison with the book. I suggest you check it out. Is there anything else I could say about this? Well, I honestly don't know what else to say. But as a little bit of a surprise right here, I do have my good friend Mike right next to me, who has been silent throughout this whole review, but he's right here as my guest during this movie review. Mike?
Yeah, excuse my silence. I was taking a dip.
But that's all right, though.
Still a
So,
fucking Slumdog.
so what'd you think of Pet Cemetery? Good? Yeah?
Hell yeah, it's good.
Good. Well, I'm glad you thought about it that way, because I definitely think of it that way, too.
The makeup work was very well done. That's probably one of my favorite things about the movie.
Yep. The paperwork and just everything else with it was spot on. So this is Joe and Mike. Even though he was at the end of the review, this is us from Slumdog Gaming doing a movie review. Thanks for watching.